They call it the cocaine wars, a drug on the street. I call it the cocaine wars, blood, money, and deceit. The CIA brought the product, the Contra moved the weight. Now my homies dying for a government estate. They call it the cocaine wars, a problem with no win. I call it the cocaine war, the system's oldest friend. Let me take you back to the 80s when the plane touched down in Minna with a load of white and weapons for the Contra freedom fighters. Same CIA that trained Osama taught my uncles how to pack a kilo. Now they point the finger at my people, call us evil, call us criminals. Operation Condor bled through South America like cancer. While the DEA was getting tips from the Saints which flew the Lancers. They flooded Compton with the word, watch the projects turn to war zones, then build more prisons, contain the very soldiers that they ordered. Fast forward 30 years, I'm deported, standing in Sinaloa with direct line to the same agency that started this bonanza. They call me up when they need a problem solved outside the jurisdiction. I said, Mom, within the scars, we handle business with precision. The Iron River flows both ways, my friend, it always has. The same guns that armed the Mujahideen now rest inside my stash. The 50 cal that sits up in my technical came from a U.S. Armory destined for Afghanistan, but ended in my battery. The trace code coded from Kearney in Delaware, the same one that ship cocaine through the Minna Airport corridor. I got paperwork that shows the flow. I got files from the deep state. I got names of every agent that facilitated the trade, that built the cartels, that financed the death squads, that turn homeland in the graves while politicians pick their nose at press conferences denying what the whole world fucking witnessed. While my cousin rots in Florence for a Grammy never lifted. That's the game, that's the cocaine wars, a loop that never closes. Government creates the beast and demonizes those who hold it. I hold it, I control it. Now I studied every lesson from Noriega to the North Valley. I learned from every session. Now I run the pipelines they built. I text the routes they open. I am the ghost of their own policy, the final bit of token. The weapons corn is personal, each piece a fucking story. A buried M82 that once belonged to a death squad from the glory. Days of Operation Condor, when the generals wore suits and tortured my people in the name of fighting communists. Now that same rifle sits up in my truck, pointed at the modernaires, the politicians who still profit from the same despair. I got an M4 lower that was stamped in Coast, Connecticut, that came through a straw purchase in the shop in Tucson. Direct was at the sale that got it from a CIA proxy. The paper trail goes cold right where the agency drops its lock key. I use a Scar H7C2 made in Belgium, but the contract was west of the figurine that was in my hands. That's just the fact that the cocaine wars, the iron always circles back around. The weapons that they built to fight that wasn't up on my ground, aiming at the very system that created the demand. The irony is thicker than the blood upon my hands. They talk about the cartels like we're something separate from the state, but every cartel boss I know is friends that operate inside the very agencies that claim to hunt us down. They get the tips, they get the heads up, they know when to leave town. I watch the DA agent snort a line with Sinaloa copper while his partner sat outside pretending to patrol the ghetto. My war is not against the law, it's for my own survival. I took the lessons that they taught and made my own recital. A symphony of violence played on instruments that gifted. The 50 cal that sings the truth that can't be lifted. Their propaganda by the media, by their education. I am the final examination of their whole creation.